Ever wondered why the pig is always in the mud? You are about to hear the story. Once upon a time, there lived the tortoise and the pig, who were very good friends. The tortoise, although wise and clever, was poor, while the pig was quite rich. So one day, the tortoise remembered that the pig, his very good friend, was wealthy. He had a large farm with many animals and a beautiful home filled with treasures. The tortoise thought to himself, "My friend the pig is so rich. I'm sure he won't miss a little loan." And so he decided to go to the pig's house and borrow some money. When the tortoise arrived at the pig's house, he noticed the pig was eating. He approached the pig and said, "My dear friend, I need a favor. Can you lend me some money? I promise to pay you back soon." The pig looked at the tortoise and said, "My friend, you are coming to ask for another loan. Don't you remember? You still owe me for the money I lent you 8 market days ago, and now you are back for more." The tortoise realized he had forgotten about the previous loan and promised to pay back for both loans with interest. The tortoise said, "If you can lend me this time to buy food for my family, I will pay back in 7 days' time. My family is counting on me, and I promise to keep my word this time." The pig looked at the tortoise with a warm heart and said, "What are friends for? I will lend you the money, but remember, 7 days is the deadline. I trust you will keep your promise this time." And with that, the pig handed the money to the tortoise, who thanked him and promised to pay him back soon. On the 6th day, the pig went to the tortoise's house to remind him of his debt. The tortoise spotted the pig approaching his house from a distance. He ran to the back of his house to hide and quickly whispered to his family to tell the pig he is not around. The tortoise's wife lied to the pig that her husband went to the farm, but unknown to the tortoise, he had left a trail of footprints leading from the door to the back of the house while running to hide. The pig looked at the tortoise's wife and said, "Tell your husband to remember his promise. He knows what he owes me, and I expect him to keep his word." He left. On the 7th day, the pig returned to the tortoise's house, determined to collect his money from the tortoise. But once again, the tortoise saw him coming and quickly ran to hide, telling his wife to lie to the pig. "Tell him I'm not here. Tell him I've gone on a long journey and won't be back for a while." The tortoise whispered to his wife before hiding behind the door. A few days later, the tortoise sighted the pig approaching his house again. He panicked, and this time, he quickly told his wife to use him as a grinding stone and lied to the pig that he's not around. He tried his best to flatten his shell, making himself small and discreet as possible. The tortoise's wife began grinding pepper on his shell. When the pig arrived at the tortoise's house, he was met by tortoise's wife. "My husband went to the farm," she lied once again. The pig was so angry that he snatched the grinding stone from the tortoise's wife's hand and threw it into the nearby mud pit, unaware that the grinding stone he threw away was actually the tortoise. The tortoise quickly got up from the mud and went to the back of the house to wash himself. The tortoise's wife began crying and wailing. "Oh pig, why did you throw away the stone I was using to grind? How will I make food for my family now?" The tortoise quickly rushed out from the back of the house and said, "Well, my friend, you will only get your money back if you go pick up the stone you threw away. It's the only way I will pay you back." The pig went into the mud and began searching. The tortoise knew that the pig was never going to find the stone. From that day on, the pig was stuck in the mud searching for a stone that was never going to be found. And that is why the pig is always in the mud and dirty.